There's a very strong interest in the Vancouver area to have students get into the Ivy Leagues or other top universities.
College preparation experts say the largest U.S. college admissions scandal to ever be investigated is raising a lot of eyebrows on this side of the border. Here in B.C., the prestigious St. George's School for Boys in Vancouver launched an internal investigation after allegations came to light against a parent of two former students. Businessman and former B.C. Lion David Sidhu is accused of paying someone $200,000 to take the SATs for his sons and for apparently flying someone to Vancouver to take a high school graduation exam for his oldest in 2012. St. George's says a review of its records indicates no provincial exams were written by the student in question on or around that time frame. But the fraud and bribery allegations involving dozens of people, including two high-profile Hollywood actresses, has a lot of people shaking their heads.
And then the students open up, their browser and see that the news that, whoa, wait a second, their parents are just paying for them to get into these top universities. It must be really upsetting for these students who are working very hard to study hard and to do well in school and to do well in the exam.
Private and independent schools in this province are also regularly known to have high academic rankings. That's something public school educators think needs to be examined. The BC Teachers Federation is also concerned about money being invested into private institutions that they say can give wealthier students an unfair advantage.
And this is just sort of taking this to an even more extreme situation. Now, this is clearly an outlier thing. There's sort of the additional sort of excitement because there's some celebrities involved, but it is an example of sort of a sick culture that plays itself out when there's competition for scarce resources, and some people have the dollars and can get those resources, and those that don't do not.
I think it's really hard to say how often this type of fraud happens. But there are probably things that we don't even know about yet.
Sidhu's been charged with conspiracy to commit mail and wire fraud in Massachusetts. His legal team says he intends to plead not guilty at a court appearance in Boston on Friday. In Vancouver, Andrea Macpherson, City News.